Hello and welcome to The Good Witch. This is your pick a card reading for what do my ancestors have to say to me. This is not time stamped for a date or a season. This video is meant to be timeless for whenever you reach it or whenever it reaches you, okay? I'm going to give you 3 things to pick from, and I want you to take a moment and think about them. Whichever one that you're drawn to, that is the one that's meant for you. And if you come back and you watch this tomorrow and you're drawn to another one, listen to it, because that is what's meant for you then. Because we all have so many ancestors and so many people that have gone before us that have so much to say and so much to give to us, okay? So I'm going to turn this down. Let me see. Messy disc. So I want you to pick between the rock. Look at the rock. Okay. The feather. And the wand. So you need to decide between the rock, the feather, or the wand. Pause the video while you sit and think about it. Okay? All right, now that you have chosen either the rock, the feather, or the wand, I would like to make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Or subscribe, like, and share. Okay? Really need you guys to start subscribing. It's really good for the channel. Appreciate that. The feather, the rock, the wand. Okay. Excuse me. So we're going to start with the rock. So this rock is not an ordinary rock. This rock is a pure jasper, okay? Jasper does a lot of things. In this case, it's protection and intuition. That is what I'm feeling from this rock right now. This rock is putting out a very strong, intuitive, and protective vibe. Okay? Very, very strong, intuitive, and protective vibe. Like, I don't even really want to put it down. Okay. So, what I did was, your first card that we picked, you have 6 cards from the Thoth Tarot deck already pulled, and 1 card from the Tarot of the Orisha deck that we're going to use to give you your message, okay? Okay, so we'll start with your oracle card from the Tarot of the Orisha deck. You got the salamander. It's a very fiery card. The salamander is sitting on the edge of a rock, and he is translucent. He's a salamander built with flames. It's a very beautiful, very vibrant card, okay? So, the salamander. This ancestor would have been a strategist, possibly military or a ruler of some sort. They paid very close attention to detail. And they watch. They had a lot of experiences, and I'm feeling someone in their 40s, possibly. They were very, very strong, and they fought for strong ideals. And they feel like you should too. They want you to stick up for what you believe in. Think for yourself, okay? Think for yourself, stick up for what you believe in, and be very, very aware at this time of people that try to push mental illness on you. That's not who you are. Just because your train of thought doesn't agree with someone else's doesn't mean you're crazy, and it doesn't mean you're wrong, okay? Be careful of people who are around you who drain your energy, who slow down your metabolism. Also, watch what you eat. This ancestor in particular with the salamander covers digestion. Watch what you eat, because that could also be slowing down your metabolism, causing you to not complete certain tasks that you want to complete. And I feel like I do that often. I feel like I should be louder. So watch what you eat. The salamander covers your digestion and all of these things. But this ancestor is a strategist. They probably passed away in their 40s. Very thorough. Fought for their ideals. Was a great thinker. And they want you to tap into your great thinker energy and not let people think for you. You have the Three of Discs, the 10 of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Seven of Swords, Lust card, and the Knight of Wands. Like the list was in reverse. And I'm going to take it in reverse. So, think for yourself. See, some of you are in these relationships where you may feel like you're being oppressed, or someone is trying to change the core of who you are, or you're trying to change the core of who you are in order to maintain a relationship, whether that be a friendship, a partnership, a job, a lover, a parent, whatever the case may be. There's a relationship in your life that you love, or you're used to, and you're trying to hold on to it. But you're not being true to yourself. You're straying away from what you're really passionate about, or who you're really passionate about. And your ancestors want you to think this through. Think this through and make sure that you think for yourself. Think for yourself while you're going through this, okay? That's one scenario you could be going through. The other possible scenario for these same cards are you're trying to decide between two lovers. One lover is the practical idea of, if you wrote it on paper, this is what you should be with. The other lover is who you're passionate about. Because this ancestor is the thinker, they have a lot of life experiences and they fight for their ideals. They sound like a very passionate person. So my advice is for you to go for what you're passionate about. But make sure that the thing that you're passionate about, or person that you're passionate about, is also passionate about you. Okay? Don't go chasing pavements at this time. Be passionate about what's passionate. Be passionate about what's passionate about you. Okay? Think it through. Don't jump and do things haphazardly right now. This is a time for you to go within, sit with your thoughts, start to plan your own future, your own present. So I don't want you to wait till tomorrow to start thinking for yourself. Your ancestors want you to think for yourself now. Okay? Not in 2 minutes, now. Okay. Don't be oppressed or bound by anything or anyone. Do what you love and be the person that you love being. And everything else will fall into place. If you think about it logically, if you are pretending to be someone you're not, then you'll get things that you'll have to pretend to want and experience things that you'll have to pretend to like. So be your genuine self. Think for yourself. But actually think, and I'm not saying jump and do random things. Make a plan, sit it down. If you have to write it out, if you're a writer, write it out. If you're a writer and or you don't want to write on paper and you just need to do this in the air, do that and think, work through it. But this is your time to sit down and focus and think about what you really want and act on those things, okay? We're going to do something else with this too. I'm going to, at the end of what your ancestors want to tell you, I might pull some more cards and tell you what your lover wants to tell you for the same things that you picked. I'm feeling like I should do that. Okay. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. For those of you who picked the feather, this isn't a regular feather. This feather is actually my sacred woman feather. I am a sacred woman. With Queen Afua. This feather is the feather of Ma'at. It's the feather of balance. So let's see what you have to balance out, okay? Your Orisha card, the Tarot of the Orishas. You have the Five of Earth. And if you look at the card, it's a volcano. You have a goat that has toppled over into the volcano, right? You have 5 bats circling the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Circling the sky. 5 is the number of humanity. The volcano represents the Scorpio energy, okay? And the fire represents a Sagittarian energy. You would be the goat in this situation, okay? So you're the goat, the fire is a Sag, the volcano is a Scorpio. And the bats are fears, dreads, things that are stuck in your subconscious mind. We're going to break this card down real quick. Whew. The Five of Earth is a very deep card. So the message that your ancestor is trying to get to you through this card is, so your past 4, 5 being the number of humanity, you have gone through like a rites of passage. You've gone through the fire, you've gone through fires of life. And you've gone through the purifying fires of life that are causing you to learn stability. You've learned that the hard way. A lot of you have learned that the hard way. That was 4, so now you're at 5, you're there. You're going through this purge where a lot of you may be experiencing unemployment, loss of income, instability, but your ancestors want you to know that they're seeing you and they're seeing you through it. Don't be enslaved by your subconscious fears, by things that are going through your mind that you're fearing and that's keeping you from being your best self. They see you, they're with you, they have your back, okay? It hurts. They can't stop the pain, but they're going to make sure you get through it because the pain that you're going through is making you into the person that you need to become. The best version of yourself is at the end of this journey. So if you're already at the end of this journey, if you've been going through the fire, you've learned, you went through some obstacles to achieve balance, now you're purifying your inner self. Okay? So even through losses, you are still winning. Your ancestors love you. Things are falling, I'm sorry. Your ancestors love you and they have your back. Yeah, you're going to have to be careful of the dark thoughts because the bats, I just see them swirling. I just see the bats like flying in at your head. So be careful with your dark thoughts. You may need an energy cleansing or a spiritual cleansing. You need to take your spiritual baths. You need to reach out and try to find balance for yourself. You pick the feather. So this is, you need to balance. Some of you need work-life balance. And some of you need spiritual life balance. You've been focusing so much on finances or love that you forgot to focus on the spiritual you. And once you get the spiritual you right, everything else will be, it might not be perfect, but it'll start to balance itself out and you'll start to see it differently. Okay? Okay. A lot of my feathers need personal readings or spiritual baths because you have to find that balance, okay? Not at all a plug, but I do feel, well, kind of a plug. Go to thgoodwitch.com. I'm going to post it down below and set up a reading or order your spiritual baths while they're available. Because during this time, these things have been going rather quickly. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We're going to flip over your thought cards now to further dig into this. But your ancestors are with you and they want you to be mindful of your thoughts. You have the Six of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups. You have the Three of Cups. You have the Queen of Swords and the Priestess. That's beautiful. When you come out of this fire, this storm of emotions, you achieve balance. Not only will you be stable, more than stable, you'll have access to more. You will have a new beginning in love. You will have abundance. And you're gonna cut off those negative thoughts, those negative emotions. Some of you have negative people, but for my feather people, I'm not feeling that it's people so much that they're fighting. It's energies. You've been lending your energy to so much and so many things. You're spread yourself out way too far. You're spread way too thin. You need to gather, regroup, go inward, and find balance, okay? You're weighted down. Some of you are weighted down with thoughts of grandeur. Like you feel like you should be more than what you are. You're beating yourself up for a decision that you made 10 years ago. You're beating yourself up for not investing in some stock. You're beating yourself up for losing some relationship. You're beating yourself up for things you cannot change. You're beating yourself up for things that you've gone through already, that you made it through already. You're beating yourself up, but you made it through it already, dear. You already made it through it. And you consistently put yourself through it again, and your ancestors are telling you to stop it. Stop it now. Right now. 5 minutes ago. Okay. Because you're putting yourself through this purge, this fire, again and again and again. But once you came out of it the first time, you were ready. You learned the lessons. You don't need to continuously learn the lesson. And if you've gone through the same thing with multiple people, it's not the person, it's the energy. It's the thought process that you need to let go of, okay? Because after you get out of the fire, after you stop torturing yourself or you find your balance, a beautiful life is ahead of you. And they're ready for you to get there. They're ready for you to get to that beautiful life. Full of pleasure and abundance and a giving spirit. This is a phase that you were supposed to pass through, not stay in. But you pass through it, but you still have the thoughts. Or you're passing through it, and when you pass through it, those thoughts are going to try to come. And you're going to have to remind yourself, When those thoughts come, send them away. I am abundant. My ancestors are with me. I am guided. I am loved. I am light. You are the Queen of Swords. You cut that shit off. I am the High Priestess. You see what I mean? Re-encourage yourself. Okay, let's look at our wands. So if you chose the wand, not only is it a wand, because people, if you chose the wand, you'll think, some people think, okay, I chose the wand because I like magical stuff. I like Harry Potter, whatever the case may be. No, you chose the wand because you're extremely protected. I hadn't flipped over your cards yet, but this means you're extremely protected. This isn't a wand. This isn't a regular wand. This wand has clear quartz on both ends with rose stones all down the middle, handcrafted from cedar. So, you're extremely protected. And subconsciously you know that, and your ancestors want you to know that too. So, your Orisha Tarot card is, okay, Iku. It looks scary. But, okay, little history. Most religions or spiritual people, Yoruba people, the Day of the Dead, Sugar Skulls, Catholics, Christians, believe that when you die, your spirit passes through something. Most places think it's a river, or you're not fully gone until you throw dirt on the body, right? There's a lot, herbs, dirt, jewelry. It's a lot. It's a long story. So maybe we'll do a video on it. But this is the guard of the gates. And to me, it's a she. She has nothing around her. She floats. She's floating. She's timeless. There's no space, no time around her, okay? She is the queen of cutting off thoughts, situations, dangers. Anything that ain't right, she cuts it off. Like I said, you're protected, and she protects you with a large staff and a long hook. So it's far reaching, and it chops those things down that get in the way of your progress, okay? She represents the end of a cycle, a renewal. So, end of a cycle, renewal, cutting off those things that are no longer useful to you, that aren't a part of your growth. That is what your ancestors are about to help you do in your life. They want to cut off those things in your life that you no longer need. They want to renew you, help you cross over into a better lifestyle. Even if you already thought you had your dream lifestyle, it's getting better. For those of you who are going through various turmoils right now, just cutting off those things, and you're going to go through a renewal period, and it's getting better. Let's look at your thought. Ace of Wands. Lust. New beginnings. Six of Discs. Ace of Swords. Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, very simply put, you're about to have a new beginning with something that you're passionate about, and it's going to give you a blank slate to create the life you want. She's going to cut off everything, clean the plate, so you can pursue your passion, and you'll be successful, okay? You'll be very successful, and you'll be successful at what you embark upon. You'll be successful at cutting things off, and it's going to happen quicker than you're going to know to understand it. anything that causes you strife and negativity in your life, your ancestors want to cut that off. They just need your permission. They're going to need your permission and your cooperation to cut those things off, okay? Some of you had an uncle or father, or grandfather, someone, great uncle that passed away recently that wants you to know he's riding with you. He said he gonna ride with you till the wheels fall off. And then y'all gonna push that bitch together. That's what I got. If that's for you, email me. If that was for you, actually, you don't need to necessarily, you can leave a comment, but I do want you to email me, okay? Nothing in this world is free but love. And Iku loves you. Your ancestors love you. And they want to help you get to this new, better life that's filled with your passion that you're going to create, that you've already begun to create, that you're going to be very successful with, okay? So, success is coming and anything that's negative that's in your life is going away. So, looking back into this, going back, I'm at 26 minutes. Okay, we'll write it out. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. My people that chose the jasper, that chose the rock. You're solid. You're on a solid foundation. Even your salamander is sitting on a rock. They want you to sit on that. Sit on all the things that are coming towards you. Sit on your own thoughts. You are your best foundation, okay? And there's something that your lover wants you to know. Or your person of interest wants you to know as well. That they haven't told you. This should actually be a separate reading, but I'm not doing that. Okay, so your person, the person think of your person, because some of you are single and some of you like people. Think of your person. Some of you have multiple persons of interest. That first person that came to your mind. I know they're going through some changes. They want you to be happy, and they want you to have all of your wishes and your wish fulfillment. They want nothing but the best for you. They don't know if they're the person that can give it to you at this time. But they don't want to control the situation and they don't want to move too fast. But they want the best for you. I won't say they love you. I will say they love what you bring, but they don't have bad intentions for you and they want you to have all your wishes fulfilled, your wishes granted, have your sun card, and they really, really want you to know that even if they're not speaking to you at the moment, even if you haven't heard from them, you're in their thoughts, and they want you to know that they care, they wish nothing but the best for you, even if that requires you moving on. They don't necessarily want you to move on. They prefer if you waited, but they can't guarantee that they'll come back or that they'll be around indefinitely. They won't guarantee that because they're not sure. They don't know what their life is. They don't know what their life is doing right now. They have multiple options and they're not sure which choice they want to choose, but they do want the best for you. And they don't want to lie to you, so they're just not going to tell you certain things. They are just going to, there'll be omissions and not lies because they don't want to hurt you. Okay. My feather people. Feather, my laws of Ma'at. I actually made a video on the laws of Ma'at, so you would have to, it was probably around October, but it's still on there, so you would have to go look for it so you could learn what the laws of Ma'at are and kind of look deeper into it if you like. But you need to achieve that type of balance. You need to learn how to balance who you are and who you want to be, and let go of who you were. Okay? Your person, they want to be victorious in completing a cycle. The thought of you keeps them up at night sometimes, and they want a new beginning with you. They're not trying. They think about having peaceful new beginnings with you. They're not taking any action on it. They miss the way you used to see them, and they want a new beginning with you. But they're just thinking about it at night when they're in their bed, whether they're alone or not. They're wondering if they know that they would have to end something for this to work out well. They know that they would have to make some changes that they're not necessarily ready for. Some of you were in third-party situations with this person, but you guys made each other happy, but there was something that was missing. They wanted to focus more on their coins and less on their emotions, or you did, because it hurt too much. Ooh. Okay, I'm hearing that this person was probably a bad habit, or could be a bad habit, and you felt like you had to break the bad habit. And even if you are still currently in a relationship with this person and it feels like a toxic one, and you're just, sometimes walking away can be the best thing for those types of situations, because it'll let them know they really have to get their shit together to get it right, okay? Walk away, but walk away with love if you need to. Show them that you are virtuous, that you are that hierophant that they need. But they want to complete a cycle. And something has got them staying awake at night, trying to figure out if they should change those things that they needed to change, okay? Our wand people, kind of magic y'all creating, and y'all love life. What y'all person, what do our wand peoples? Oh, okay. They are very emotional. They're very sweet, and they have a lot of Piscean energy. There is some slight interference, like maybe some other people are trying to talk to them, but I don't see them going for it. Yep, that person failed. They have one big cup of emotions, and it's basically for you. And that's it. They want to be stable with you. Anybody else, they want peace with you. With anybody else that's trying to talk to them, because there are people that are interested, they are failing because they might not be telling you how much emotion they have for you, but they see you in their life for the long haul. They're scared of losing you, because I feel like some of you may have threatened to leave, or you think about it, or they might do things that you should threaten to leave, but you're actually not. Maybe you were in a third-party relationship with this person, because I got that card too, but they're not doing that anymore. There might be someone else that they're talking to, but no one that they're taking seriously. They feel like that's just a small detail. They see you as Empress or Emperor and them as the opposite. They just feel like you guys are supposed to be together, but they have or had this Princess of Wands energy where they didn't want to be tied down, and they're very sorry for that, and they think about it often. But they don't want to let you go, and they love you. Okay? And that's something they want you to know, whether they're saying it or not. So, my intuitive rocks, my intuitive rocks, be blessed. my beautiful, balanced feathers operating in the laws of Ma'at, loving yourself for who you are and everything that you are currently so you can get to where you need to be. Be blessed. My magnificently protected wands, cutting off any and everything that does not serve them. Be blessed. Love you to bits. Love you whole. That's better. Love you whole. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Mwah. From the Good Witch. Peace.